Alright, this for our axle. Needed for the drain plug, it's a 14 millimeter Allen. Let's see. Here's the oil that I'll be putting in. Mobil 1 synthetic limited slip gear lube at 75 with 140. That's the correct weight. So the front axle takes 1 quart, and then the rear axle takes a little over 2.5. About full. Our plug in. That's all there is to changing your rear axle fluid. Real simple, don't have to take the pan off or anything. Alright, next thing we're going to be doing on this Dodge is the spark plugs. So we'll start off by getting our intake tube off of here and our covers off the top of the engine. We're going to need a 5/16 to get the intake tube off. Or a regular screwdriver, either works. Plug our sensor on the top here. Get this off. I'll take our air box out because we got a new air filter that we're going to be putting on the truck. So might as well get this out of here. Get our old filter out. And replace that with a new one. Pop this cover off the top. Get that out of there. Alright, let's see. Next thing. I'm going to put a rag on the top of this throttle body, that way we don't drop anything down in there. That. Alright, next thing we can do is start getting our coil packs off. Looks like the hardest ones are going to be those two back there on the driver's side, the rear two, because of the brake booster, but they should come right out. Let's see, those are 10 millimeter that hold those on, so let's get a 10 millimeter. Get up in here and we'll spin these bolts right out. I'm just gonna throw all the bolts right in the air box in here. Makes a real good holder for them. These coils out. Boots look fine, there's no charring on them or anything. No white powder on the bottoms. They don't have to be replaced, they're not dried. heater hoses up out of the way. Back one we'll have to use a ratchet on to get out. So we'll put our 10mm on a ratchet and spin those out of there. Yeah, I'd say they were due. Here's what they look like. Nice and rusty right there. You can tell they've been in there for a while. But looks like a clean running engine the way that porcelain tip looks. Looks real good. Alright. Alright, here's what we're going to use for our setup. One extension, then we'll add another one onto it, and our socket. First, we'll put our socket down in, put one extension in, and then our other extension. Just that easy. I think the hardest part of this is bending over to reach in behind the cowl here, up by the firewall. That's going to be the hardest part of doing these plugs. Alright, we got all the new plugs put in on this bank. Now we can put all our coil packs back in. First thing I'm going to do is put some dielectric grease on these boots, just on the ends. It's all set. Let's go ahead and start her up, see how she runs. Alright, that concludes the tune-up of a 2013 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 with the Hemi. Took me about 6 hours to do everything that I did. Transmission took me about an hour. Do all the axle fluids, that took about an hour, including the transfer case. And to do the spark plugs took me just under an hour and 30 minutes. Truck's all set. We'll clean it up and get it back to the customer. See you guys later.